The action continues here at the first European Tour event of 2019, the European Darts Open in Leverkusen, and we have a Euro Tour debutant on stage in the Dutchman Danny van Trijp against Adam Hunt, a man from the northeast of England who has won plenty on the second tier tours, the youth as it was, and Challenge Tour now, but looking to really take that next step in his career as a professional. And up against a player who's looking to take the first step, perhaps, in his career as a professional. Paul, I presume that you know Adam Hunt's game pretty well.
I do indeed. I've had a nice chat with Adam this morning, and he was in typical jovial mood. Great lad to be around. I was up for laughing a joke. Very good friend of Chris Doby's, of course. Chris not here this weekend. But Adam looking to thrive, and he'll think that this is a half-decent draw because Danny van Trijp
first leg is Adam to throw first. Game on.
Is not someone we know a great deal about, and I get the feeling in the next 6 to 11 legs we will know a little bit more. But Adam Hunt has been playing very well in the last few months, and I think you're right, Chris. I think he's ready to take that next step.
Yeah, well, in a period stretching back to 2011, he's picked up 6 titles on the development and challenge tour. So he's shown his credentials there, and we've seen what players that have come through those tours have gone on to produce since. Adam Hunt on the Pro Tour has had many, many big results, but not many big runs.
96.
Not yet. I think sometimes for players like Adam, they need that one performance against a certain player, and I'm talking about one of the big fish, that just gives them that extra injection of belief. And Van Trijp going for the 18s from 305. That's the right thing to do. And that's something that we do see a lot from Dutch players, young Dutch players, of course. Their counting is exemplary. And another 2 things that we see from young Dutch players, they're all tall.
85.
And they all come out to some hard style music. Another one of them. No, it is a beautiful 70 out for Adam Hunt.
Well, hard style stuff on the walk-on, but it might be a hard school for Danny van Trijp as Hunt shows him what he's up against.
I'll say one thing as well. When you're a young darter making your first strides in the pro game, you've got to be given some good advice. You don't really have to take too much at this age. You just got to go up there and enjoy it. But one bit of advice that I would give Danny right now is I wouldn't go up there with battered flights in. You look at the ends of his flights.
57.
Look like they've been chewed by a gerbil. That is going to affect the aerodynamics of the dart. And I know there are people out there who will think that's balderdash. But if you look at the flights of Adam Hunt, he'll have put them in fresh just before this game started.
100.
I think that's the sign of someone who knows what he's doing. So one bit of advice I'd give to Danny would be to maybe use another set of flights as you go into a pressure game.
Learning curve, isn't it? I mean, unless Nicholson's suggestion that the gerbil had been gnawing away at them is correct, it's probably because he's been practicing so well that the point's been flicking off the flights, and I guess it could be that he didn't want to change anything because he's been practicing well.
Very good point, Murph, because we live in a world of very superstitious players, and that is something that a lot of players tend to do. They don't want to take flights out if they are playing well, and one of those guys is Christopher Trijp.
81. Danny, you require 140.
Yeah, but actually something has changed because the flights are not the same as they were when he started throwing with them. Thrown pretty well there to tree up top.
Yeah, it was a lovely ton. Adam's wondering what happened with that first dart.
44. Danny, you require
Probably write this off now. Danny, tall young man. Looking at 10s. A very good shot. Gets his first leg.
Third leg is Adam to throw first.
Just about to say, I thought he looks pretty familiar. That's his twin brother Wesley.
108.
Oh, what a picture-perfect 180 that is from Adam Hunt.
From twins to triplets. As Hunt fires in 3 in the treble 20 bed.
100.
I wonder who's more nervous right now.
Well, right now, we're all getting nervous. Particularly Adam Hunt,
125.
having fired in 5 perfect darts.
He won't mind that he missed that 6th 60.
Speaking of big matches, you said that Hunt needs a big performance against a big player. Well, cast your mind back to UK Open qualifiers in 2017. 2018 rather.
81.
Well, it was 2017 when Michael van Gerwen was playing Adam Hunt, and Hunt missed 2 darts to beat MVG. Does anyone know what Michael van Gerwen did in the very next match?
Is that the one where he got 2 9-darters?
2 9-darters, yeah. So Hunt could have denied us.
Are you trying to tell me that it's all Adam's fault?
Basically, yes.
All right, I'll speak to Adam later and I'll tell him.
100.
Good leg from Adam Hunt here to give himself the lead back. Double 8. And the advice that you would give to Adam Hunt would be to keep leaving double 8, because once he gets it in its sights, it's getting extinguished.
108.
Oh, beautiful 180 from Danny van Trijp. So I think he's grown in confidence, this young man. And whereas Adam Hunt needed 3 games to qualify for this stage, Danny had to go through 5. And I'm a big believer that there's not a lot of luck in darts. So when you can come through 5 opponents to get to this stage, you can play. You can definitely play, especially when you're taking out some seasoned talent like Michael Rastovitz, like Jerry Hendricks, who we've seen at World Championships and Euro Tours, and the likes of Mike De Decker, who has done some very good stuff on the European Tour.
Well, he's in pole position again on throw.
134. Danny required 136.
Has 6 starts to clean up 136, so you'll hope for something similar to how he left tops last time, and does the same with double 18.
Just trying to survey how he likes his darts to land, and I'm getting the feeling that he likes them flat.
98. Danny required 36.
Double 18 then for 2-2. Not a problem.
Good leg is Adam to throw first. Game
Not lacking in confidence, is he? No sign of nerves on the stage yet.
And what pressure's on him today? Absolutely none. It's all on Adam Hunt, the guy who has the reputation in this match.
Well, Hunt last time on stage was at the UK Open finals, and he had a decent run actually. Beat Cody Harris and Ron Muhlenkamp before losing out 10-7 to Martin Schindler.
140.
Adam, of course, lives in County Durham,
60.
land of the Prince Bishops. And his brother Scott ran an event during the week called King of the North.
123.
There's all these players from Yorkshire and Durham, Northumberland, Tyne and Wear, to establish who was the King of the North. And one of the first round matches was Chris Dobie versus Glenn Durrant. Well, Durrant actually went on to win the whole thing. Double 16 for Adam. And it's 3-2, and there's a pattern occurring in this match. Everything is going on throw.
Yep, tidy. Ton plus out for Adam Hunt
85.
to edge him ahead.
Come on, Murph. How much are you looking forward to seeing Glenn Durrant later?
Very much so. I think from all the players to come through the UK qualifier, he particularly stands out. And I'm not even seeing him as a newcomer anymore. He's already won a PDC title. I kind of see him as a seasoned old professional coming off the back of the 3 Lakeside wins as well. But the quality of the qualifiers put Glenn Durrant in with those 6 European qualifiers as well, which is an incredible lineup. We are going to see some shocks on Saturday, that's for sure. And when I say shocks, I mean unseeded players beating seeded players that we perhaps might not regard as so surprising.
Cast your mind back 12 months ago, and we had Richard North in the semi-finals, which started his almost bookending of the European Tour last year, where he made semi-final in the first one, semi-final in the last one, and didn't do a great deal in between.
140.
Who can really get their race to Göttingen really on track from European Tour 1. Now, I say Göttingen because that place
96. Danny, you require
is going to be hosting
76.
the European Championship this year. Double 8 for Danny. Ooh, he's ruined that flight a little bit more, but he might have ruined the stem as well.
Well, he won't change it, will he? And now Hunt, surely he's got to stay there, hasn't he? He has, for double 15. And that is a classy checker. Adam Hunt, consecutive tumbles finished with 103 and 150, and he's yet to miss a single dart double in the match.
There were a couple of really nasty noises in the crowd, and believe me, if someone's breathing in here this afternoon, you're going to hear it. The composure and the skill from Adam Hunt there was on show, because he paused after that second 60 and hit a pinpoint double 15. That is one of the best finishes you will see this week.
Not just the noise and the moment in the match, but his opponent had just missed 2 darts at double.
82.
Managed to grab the first break of throw.
99.
Plenty of support in the crowd for Danny. Well, not that far from the Netherlands, of course. Around about an hour and a half. He'll be in the Netherlands. We will be seeing him later. He's smiling already. Will he be smiling later on?
100.
We'll be seeing him in a couple of games' time, and perhaps he'd be better practicing.
Yeah, it's a bit odd that. He's on a couple of games, and he should be in the practice room getting himself zoned out. But
55.
each to their own. There are players who like to come support their friends, and ironically, I saw Glenn Durrant in the back practice room having a nice old chat with Martin Atkins. It's going to be great to see the assassin on the stage in the next match. Great to see Martin here.
Well, Adam has been the assassin in this one. Could he produce a hat trick of 3 figure outs? Not going to happen in this visit. And
Danny, you require 102.
Van Trijp might need one here to stay alive in the match.
Double 14. He was shy. So a big 9 potentially. Adam Hunt is coming back for 65, and this is one of those times, isn't it, Murph? We've talked about it. Do you go 25? Do you go treble 11? Do you go 15s? You go 25. He gets 2 darts at tops. The gamble's paid off. Or has it? Yes, it has. That's brilliant from Adam Hunt. Confident third dart gives him a 3-leg cushion.
Yeah, his first dart missed at double hasn't mattered because he still went out in the same turn. And it is a high-end performance, this, from Adam Hunt.
42.
His average is in the high end of the 90s.
Well, Adam would more than likely tell you this is what he expects from himself most of the time. And when he underperforms, he is someone who will scrutinise everything he's done.
Yeah, the finishing stats are really pleasing
140.
for Adam Hunt. Look at that. And the one that he missed, he went out the next dart in the same turn anyway, so it's basically perfect.
A lot of players want to know averages. You know this, Murph. But if you walk up to Adam after this match and he wins it 6-2, 6-3, something like that, and you tell him that he's got 83% checkout stats, he will not care about anything else. Bullseye. Doesn't have to go for it, but he went for it anyway. What's your thoughts on that one?
Do what you like. I think it doesn't really matter had he gone for bull and hit 25. He could have laid up.
97.
Far enough behind, I think, that he felt he had a free pop at it.
3.
Although don't take anything for granted with Adam Hunt.
No, because 1-2-6 is like a red flag. Not anymore. Shouldn't have said red. One of the things he didn't want to hit. 1-2-6 is so doable. But you can't go outside the 19 segment. How can Danny get himself within 2? He can. In a flash.
9th leg is Adam to throw first. Game on.
Seems to me that he's going to be one of those players from the little that we've witnessed in this match who his first start is going to be very, very important. When his first start has been right in this match, the other two have tended to follow. When he's hit doubles, it's tended to have been with the first start. When he's missed, it's been clutches.
I think it's the case for a lot of continental players from Europe. I think that has almost always been the case with Vincent van der Voort. It's definitely the case with Dirk van Dijvenbode.
So we will see Vincent van der Voort in the very last match of this evening's session, taking on Wayne Jones, following the mouth-watering showdown between Beaton and Barney.
I'm almost more looking forward to van der Voort Jones because, what, yourself and
171.
Dan will talk about later after that beautiful 171 from Adam, is that Vincent van der Voort's first two PC titles came in finals against Wayne Jones.
Yeah, and Big Vincent reached back-to-back quarterfinals just last weekend on the Pro Tour, so perhaps a sign of his form being revived.
Ever popular as well, isn't he?
Certainly is. Not likely that Van Trijp is going to revive his fortunes in this match, because it could be the end of the hunt for the debutant here, as Adam Hunt nails double 12 and completes a fantastic performance to see off Danny Van Trijp 6-3 on his European Tour debut. The finishing absolutely superb from the Hunter, who moves through to the second round of the European Darts Open.
An Adam Hunt zum Zweitrunden-Einzug. Congratulations, mate. Well done. 6-3, first round, average in the mid-90s. Good for you.
Yeah, it was a solid performance. I don't know much about Danny, so I didn't know what to expect, but just concentrate on your own game. I played well, so I'm happy.
Er hat ein Average gespielt von so um die 95 Punkte, 6-3 gewonnen, aber zufrieden ist. Er sagt, damit ist er hochzufrieden, erstmal durch die erste Runde durch zu sein. Wusste nicht so viel über Danny Van Trijp. Und ist von daher einfach glücklich, jetzt in der zweiten Runde zu stehen. Second round, Johnny Clayton, quality player.
Yeah, very good player. He's been playing well for the past 18 months, 2 years now. I played him not long ago and possibly could have beat him, so I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I've got to play well, but I'm looking forward to it.
Morgen geht es dann für ihn gegen The Ferret, gegen Johnny Clayton aus Wales. Da sagt er, da muss er noch ein bisschen was drauflegen, muss gut spielen und dann glaubt er, dass er da auch eine Chance hat. War schon kurz davor, ihn zu schlagen. Und wir wünschen viel Glück in der zweiten Runde. Adam Hunt!